The night. The penultimate match is Justin Thomas against Abner Romero. Romero from Buchanan, number 2 in the state, and number 1, Justin Thomas.
Number 2 in the state, 42-2 record. He's a senior from Buchanan, Abner Romero.
His opponent this evening.
Big night for Buchanan. Big night.
With a record of 27 wins.
Certainly a culmination, and I've used the word over and over, but it really is for Buchanan.
Yeah.
And here's Justin Thomas from Calvary Chapel, transfer from Santiago.
Is he wearing a Chanel singlet tonight?
It's Calvary Chapel, but it appears that they played on the logo of that famous French brand. It's not something you would have seen in wrestling 30 years ago.
You would not, no.
Times they are changing, my friend.
I think 30 years ago they were wearing hair shirts. But no, maybe I'm wrong. Front headlock from Thomas. Got it tight right on the edge. He's going to have to keep him on the mat. He's trying to cut it off. They walked it out.
So Justin Thomas, number 1 ranked in the state from Huntington Beach. Obviously wrestles with his brother Jeremy. He's a 4.0 student. Runner-up at Walsh Ironman. He was a state finalist a year ago. And he's headed to the University of Oklahoma.
With his brother. They're both going to Oklahoma.
And we saw him in warm-ups wearing their Oklahoma gear. Boy, they seemed fine. They were wearing it so proudly, weren't they? They were fired up.
Yeah, it was a very nice look.
Talk to myself and the viewers a little bit about this Oklahoma program.
Well, let's go back. Let's start with the Big Ten. You know, we're talking about the pinnacle of college wrestling. It's Iowa, Penn State, Penn State, Northwestern, Wisconsin, the great program at Minnesota, Nebraska. Oh, he's in on the takedown, out of bounds. So that's the pinnacle. Now the Big 12 last year had 4 teams in it. This year they have 12 teams in it. They just absorbed a bunch of schools outside of the organization, including Utah Valley, which we talked about earlier.
Yes.
So
that's a bit of a coup.
So, but they needed it because with 4 teams in a conference, that doesn't really work well. So they're rebuilding that conference. Now, Oklahoma has had some champions, had some finalists, and they've been ranked in the top 10, but it really hasn't been the Oklahoma of old. So now they're starting to recruit and bring kids in to rebuild that program. So, but Oklahoma State is still the top team in the Big 12, and they're ranked number 2 in the country, so behind Penn State. And I was shocked recently when North Carolina State beat Iowa in a dual meet, which is there's no ACC team to come out of nowhere and do that. But Coach Papalizio at North State is doing a great job of recruiting and bringing kids and coaching them up. So New York is going to be very interesting this year, except Penn State is fully loaded. And we're going to get to see Nick Nevels wrestle for the first time for Penn State this weekend at the Big Tens. And if he does well, he'll be on to New York, and we'll see some California wrestlers, including like Isaiah Martinez and people like that.
A pair of points for Abner Romero in that first period. Romero leading here as we get set to start the second. Romero from Fresno, 3-time state placer, is very close with Matt Olguin. They have something very important in common. They both love eating hot Cheetos.
Wow.
It's a real secret.
That's something I needed to know.
Secret of the pros.
I needed to know that. But remember, we talked about this morning about these are just kids. They're kids.
They're just kids.
Yeah. You know, they may be great wrestlers and athletes, but at the end of the day, they're 16, 17, 18 years old, and they're kids.
Well, Game's only 15.
Yeah, right. What a match he had tonight.
Yeah.
So Thomas is on his feet. He's going to get his escape.
2-1. Thomas back in a good position.
Romero looks a little loose. I think he's having some fun with this. So he's wrestling the top guy. He's lost to him already once. This is interesting, but he looks loose. He's not giving anything away. Shot in on the low single. He's got the leg. Thomas is on his knees. I don't like that. There's no pressure on Romero's back, and he's letting Romero work his way in. Now he's got his knees up. He's got that pressure. He got the hip into the neck. He's letting Romero in, and I don't think this is a good situation for it. Now he's got him stretched out. He's looking for a stalemate, but Romero's working pretty good. This is a kind of a scramble right now, but he may come out of this thing unless Thomas can do something with a roll through off this Iranian technique. He's got the roll through. He's got him trapped. He's got him trapped with the leg scissors, with the head scissors. Wow.
10 seconds left in this second period. Quite an exchange.
That was freaky, actually. He caught him with a leg cradle, figure 4 leg cradle. That's you never see that. It was very freaky.
All right, set the stage for us going into the final period.
Well, I think this match is closer than it looks. I mean, 2-1 is only 1 point, but I think that Romero's going to try to get out. He's going to get to his escape. It's going to be a 3-point match, and then Thomas is going to have to go and get this.
A 3-1 match.
Yeah, 3-1 match, and Thomas is going to have to go and get this takedown. All of a sudden, we got a cramp. This is a cramp.
Favoring that right foot is Romero.
Yeah, this is a cramp in the foot.
Oh, foot cramps are the worst.
You know that for a fact?
It's when I'm sleeping.
So can we see that original first takedown? As long as we're watching this.
By the way, great work from an incredibly knowledgeable wrestling crew that we have the pleasure of working with here. Christian Holiday just does a tremendous job. Thanks to him and the team.
All right, here's the first takedown for Romero.
Ladies and gentlemen, every year we do an average GPA.
He drag countered to a single leg. Drag counter to a single leg. He's got him on the edge of the mat. He's working his way up. So this is where he got the takedown.
This year is the highest ever. 3.5 GPA for the state championship finalists.
Romero's on the bottom. He needs to get out. He is having fun. I'm enjoying his in what he's doing here. But he's in a solid position. He needs to get off the bottom. Thomas is looking for some sort of cradle action, but I don't think that Romero's going to give that up to him. So he's working to get himself out, hand control. Thomas has got to do something. He's losing the match. I mean, it's not going to help him. He's got a leg in. He's got to Turk him. He's going to have to open those hips up and Turk him. He's going to make this move. I haven't seen any Turks in the finals. I haven't seen anybody doing any real solid leg wrestling. He's got the bar in deep. Can he turn him with it? Romero's got some good hips. This is a lot of pressure on that shoulder. Can he turn him with it? He's going to have to do something. So we're into the last minute of the match.
Romero hanging on 2-1, but Thomas not able to find the right fit here as he desperately needs 2 points.
He's going to need to cut him. Yeah,
but judging by your tone, you would have had him cut him a minute ago.
A lot sooner, yeah. I would have done that a lot sooner.
The final 30 seconds here.
But Romero didn't really work to get out. He knew that Thomas had to do something to make it work for Thomas, and it took him a long time to get there. And now there's only 14 seconds left. So, yeah, the strategy was wrong. He's not going to. Romero's not going to lose this match now.
3-1 with just 10 seconds left. And he goes to the mat and gets 2. Literally a buzzer beater to send it to overtime.
Romero got a little too loose there, Danny.
what a moment for Justin Thomas.
Romero got a little loose and he paid for it. Now it's, 0-0 in sudden victory.
He almost put himself on the mat.
He slipped. He slipped and fell. And Thomas took advantage of it. He's in on the single pretty good. He's in really good, actually. And now we're scrambling.
Just 30 seconds in this sudden victory round.
And now we're scrambling. He's got to go. Romero's going to get the takedown, I think. Oh, the roll through. Beautiful shot. Nice work from Thomas. He's got to score right now. He's got 12 seconds to get the points. He's got it.
He's got it. Thomas with the buzzer beater and sudden victory win. He was done and dusted. Disbelief for Romero.
He was done.
Thomas never gave up.
Romero was the state champion with 10 seconds left and lost it. I'm going to love watching this replay. There's a guy who wrestled for the whole time, Danny, like we just talked about.
It's something you've said all weekend. It's something you've said the 3 years that we've worked together. He wrestles the entire 6 minutes, and for 5 minutes and 59 seconds, he was beaten.
Right. Wow. Exciting.
So let's have a look now at that buzzer-beating takedown, followed by the sudden victory win as we get set for the final match of the night.
I'm looking forward to this. Here we go. Head fighting, he's shrugging, he's doing everything he can to get after Romero. Romero slips, and now we scramble at the edge of the mat. He spins behind him for the takedown. Look at Romero's face. He is in shock.
Wouldn't you be? So then we moved along to sudden victory. And Thomas was able to
Here we go.
pull away for this famous win.
Romero's in deep on the single, and as I said, it looked like he was going to be able to pull off this takedown. He's got both legs. He's got his head trapped. Thomas is holding on tight, really tight. Romero gets his head out, and all he has to do is come around and step over, and Thomas rolls him through, cross faces him, bars the arm, flattens him out, and spins behind for the takedown.